kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 41 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Off of play action, Hill. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action. It's Hill.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play fake, and it's Hill. Sliding out of the pocket, and this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hill looks to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hill now operating from the red zone. Again, he's got that man Landry. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us. Break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now Hill. But it's caught on the right side at Smith.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Kamara powering his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
In motion left here, Landry. Here's Hill now after the interception. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on third down, Hill. incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part at galloping the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Fourth down, Hill. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Herbert. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Herbert now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach here says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Saints 14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Again, it's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. To throw, Hill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
So here we go on 4th. Hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, Charles, there's just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Taken from about the 12. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Hill. This one taken in by Olave. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Throwing again is Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hill. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And the Saints have got a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lutz good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
An incompletion. completion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. Out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Open man is Palmer. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that one complete downfield to Allen. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen, 52 yards. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. For the Chargers as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Hill. He completes it to Olave. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hill now to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Hill. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he's got room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. In motion right comes Allen. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are.
And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hill's throw caught by Olave. He'll get it inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Saints 28.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He finds his target, Allen. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Alvin Kamara on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I would.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.